Get started in extended child's pose. Take the time to land. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Take a couple like that. Rock your head side to side. Massage the space between your eyebrows. And change your breath so it's in and out through your nose. And the key with the breath, make it conscious, intentional. Spread your fingers wide. Press the tips of your fingers into the floor. Send your shoulder blades onto your back. Reach your hips back. Pull your belly in. Feel grounded in your upper back and long through your low back. Press up to tabletop, hands and knees. Stack shoulders over wrists. If you want a little extra wrist stretch, try fingers pointing out to the sides or even fingers back towards your legs. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, drop your shoulders back. Exhale, cat pose. Tuck your chin and round. A few rounds. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Back to neutral. Hands point forward, fingers point forward. Curl your toes under. Hover your knees off the floor. Hold that. Create a pull with your feet. So it's like you'll drag your feet forward. And as you do that, feel how your front line turns on. Shoulder blades onto your back. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Pedal it out. Bend your knees. Sway your hips. Get still. Feel the pressure of your fingertips into the floor. Ground your shoulder blades onto your back. Reach your hips up and back. So you have that grounding in your upper back, length through your low back. Bend your knees any amount. Hold it. Step your feet forward, ragdoll. Feet behind your hands. Grab for opposite elbows or interlace your hands at the base of your head. Hold still or sway. Hands to the floor. Step your feet together to touch, uncurl, rise to stand. Head comes up last. Roll out your shoulders, roll out your head. Bring your hands together, heart center, samastitihi. Close your eyes or take a soft gaze. Set an intention for your practice. It can be something or someone that you choose. Option to set your intention to ground down into the moment. Feel the contact points of your feet into the floor. Let's send it out, one breath. Full inhale. Open mouth, exhale, send it out. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Feel contact points. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms and hold it. Face your palms down. Send your shoulder blades down to your back. Press your feet firm into the floor. Lift up your toes, fan them out, and then lower your toes back to the floor. So feel not so much gripping in your toes, but like support from your toes and the arches of your feet lifted, engaged. Face your palms down, ground your shoulder blades onto your back. Hold it. Breathe. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your right leg. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center, bend your left knee and hover it off the floor. Hold. Steady your gaze. Put your right knee, your right toes forward. Pull your belly and lift up out of your hips. Draw your left hip forward especially. Press palms together, broaden your chest. Breathe. Inhale, star pose, heels in, toes out. Exhale, warrior two, bend into your right knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, breathe in. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart, bend your right knee and hold it. So you create the depth, how low you go in your right leg. With this bend in your right knee, draw your right hip forward and then lift up out of your hips. So you're working for neutral hips, neutral spine. Press palms together. Feel left toes spread wide. Press down through the ball mound of your right big toe. Breathe. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two, left knee bends. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Flow it. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart, left knee hovers. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horse, right knee bends. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart, right knee bends. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two, left knee bends. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, step or jump, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Rise up, separate your feet hip width distance. Hands at your hips, so feel that hinge as you go. Squats. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Keep going. Feel into or even look down at toes and knees, point forward through the whole range of motion. And then you have this hinge at your hips. So hips go back. Chest will come forward somewhat to allow this length to stay in your spine, neutral in your back. Last 4, 3, feel your chest broad, shoulders ground down. 2, 1, now get low and hold it. Lift up your toes. Keep your toes lifted for a moment so you feel the arches of your feet engage. Hands at your hips, shoulders back. Squeeze your elbows back behind your body. Lower your toes down, forward fold. Lift halfway, high plank pose. High plank, hold it. Create a pull with your feet. So it's like you'll drag your feet forward, send your shoulder blades onto your back. Push-ups, hands this wide, or you could widen them a bit more. Toes or knees. Take it down, push up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Keep going. Keep going. So as you go, you're going to create that pull with your feet, like you drag your feet or your knees forward. Feel your chest broad as you're lowering. Open mouth, exhale as you push it up. Last 4, 3, 2, hold it low. 1, hold it at the low. Hold it at the low. Create the pull with your feet or your knees, like you drag them forward. Draw your elbows back. So feel grounded in your upper back. Hold 4. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Rise to stand on your knees. Get your weights. Biceps, palms face forward, elbows in at your sides. It's down, curl. Down, curl. Open mouth, exhale as you curl it. Broad chest. Breathe. Now feel your knees rooting down into the floor. Take a light grip on your weights. Send your shoulder blades onto your back. If you notice some movement in your torso with the movement of the weights, brace against it. So it probably looks a little bit like chest coming forward as the weights come down. So you brace against that movement. For a little bit more, hover your feet off the floor. Press your knees down into the floor. Last 4, 3, last 2, 1. Now bend your elbows at halfway and hold them there. Pull your belly in. Lift your chest up. Lift your head up. Pulse the weights. Pulse. 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 Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights down. High plank. Wide hands. Hold, high plank, toes or knees. Create the pull with your feet. So it's like you drag your feet forward. Send your shoulder blades onto your back. Now push-ups. It's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Keep going. Open mouth, exhale. Lengthen through the back of your neck, the back of your head. Gaze will be towards the top edge of your mat, maybe even past the top edge of your mat. Last 4, 3, that's 2, 1. Now hold it low, hold it low. Elbows draw back, create the pull with your feet or with your knees, hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand on your knees, biceps, same thing, palms face forward, elbows in, it's down, curl, down, curl. Take it one move at a time, one breath at a time. If you want a little bit more balanced challenge, you hover your feet off the floor. If you're feeling this in your knees, try curling your toes under, and then you can press the ball mounds of your feet down into the floor. Chest up, chest broad. Last 4, 3. That's 2, 1. Now hold it halfway, and you're gonna go out wide, squeeze to center. Out wide, center. Brace against the movement of the weights. So you're working to maintain stability in your torso. Last 4. That's 3. Last 2. 1. Weights at your sides. Rise up to stand. Squat. Weights at your side this time. Feet hip width distance. Shoulders ground down. It's down, up, down, up. Bring your breath into it. So open mouth, exhale as you rise up. Feel or even look, toes and knees point forward. Whole range of motion. Hinge at your hips, so hips go back as you lower. You got it. And then use the weights to ground your shoulder blades down your back. Feel your chest broad. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Get low. Get low. Weights at your side or weights together at heart center. Shoulders ground down. Hover your left foot up off the floor. Breathe, spread your left toes, step, left foot back down. Right foot hovers. Spread your right toes so your right foot is strong as you lift it. Right foot down, left foot lifts. Shoulders back, broad chest, left foot down, right foot lifts. Spread your toes, belly strong, right foot down, left foot lifts. Left foot down, right foot lifts. Right foot down, both feet down, weights down. It's down, up, down, up, down, up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now get low and hold it. Triceps, bend your elbows at your sides. You bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend. Keep going. So you're emphasizing the extension. Weights go past your hips, broad chest. Yep, keep going. And feel the hinge at your hips to allow your torso to stay long and to work the depth in your legs. Spread your toes. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your weights back, palms face in, pulse the weights up. Go. Pulse, 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 pulse. Last 4. That's 3, 2, 1. Weights to chest. Hover your left foot. Hover your left foot. Send your left foot back. Lean forward, narrow back rows. Palms face in. It's down, pull back. Down, pull back. Down, back. And you stay on your back toes. You could alternatively lower your left knee down. Elbows brush past your rib cage. You could also take one arm at a time. Broad chest throughout the whole range of motion. Feel this hinge at your right hip. So right hip draws back to allow that lean forward, just like in chair with the triceps. Last 4, 3, reach through your left heel, 2. Last 1, bend your elbows at your sides, squeeze your elbows in. You're gonna go out and in with the hands. So it's out, squeeze in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights to chest, lift your torso up. Lunges, weights at your side to start. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, add, if you choose, the triceps. You could go at your side, bend and extend, or you can go triceps overhead. Bend, extend. Extend as you lift up with the legs. Broad chest. Allow the sensation to build. Allow the heat to build. It's a slower build as you work the big muscles in your body. Belly strong, shoulders ground down. Last 4, 3, last 2, 1. Now bend your knees. If your arms are overhead, bend your elbows. If you're doing extensions behind you, extend your arms back behind you. Pulse the hands. Pulse. Pulse. Hold the legs. Pulse. Pulse. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights to chest. Left foot steps forward, top of your mat. Feet hip width distance, weights at your side. Squats, right back to it. You go down, up, down, up, down, up. So you've been working the right leg. Exhale as you lift up. Feel the imbalance. And as you feel that imbalance, check in with your form. Like, get super tuned into the quality of your move. Feet press down, toes and knees point forward. Hinge at your hips. Shoulders back, broad chest. Last 4, 3, that's 2, 1. Get low, hold it low, weights together at heart center. This time, hover your right toes. Hover your right toes. Spread your right toes, step right foot down, left foot lifts. Spread your left toes, shoulders back, left foot down, right foot lifts. Breathe, right foot down, left foot lifts. Left foot down, right foot lifts. Right foot down, left foot lifts. Left foot down, both feet down. Triceps, you bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend. Keep going. Open mouth, exhale. You could always skip one or go to one arm triceps. You're going to keep moving, keep building the fatigue. Yeah, broad chest. Feel into the form as you go. Focus on the extension. Weights go past your hips. Last 4, 3, hold it back in 2, 1, hold it back, palms squeeze in towards each other, pulse it in, squeeze, squeeze, keep breathing, broad chest. Last 4, 3, last 2, 1, weights to chest, left foot hovers, same leg, send left foot back. Hinge forward, narrow back rows, palms face in. It's down, pull back, down, pull, down, pull. So still on the right leg, hinge at your right hip, draw your right hip back. You got it, broad chest. And it's that squeeze at the top of your shoulder blades together and down. Last 4, 3, reach through your left heel or your left knee. 2, whichever's grounded. 1, hold your elbows back. Hold your elbows back. So you're going to go out with the hands, in with the hands. Out, in. Connect with your breath. Out, in. Steady it out. Last 4. That's 3. Last 2. 1, weights to chest. Lift your torso up. Lunges. Bend your left knee. Get low. Rise up to stand. Lower down. Lift up, steady gaze, lower down, lift. Add the triceps if you choose, overhead or alongside your body extensions. You bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend. Open mouth, exhale as you lift. Ground your shoulders down. Press your right foot into the floor. Ground down through the ball mound of your left foot. You got 4. Last 3. That's 2. 1. Now get low. Bend your knees. Bend your elbows if they're overhead, or hold your arms behind you if you're doing extensions alongside. Pulses. Go. Pulse. 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 Breathe. Pulse. Pulse. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels in, toes out. Star legs. Weights at your hips. Bend your knees. Rock it out side to side. Rock it out side to side. Okay. Now hold it low. Lift your chest up. Half flat pulls. Palms face forward. It's out. Pull it in. Out. Pull it in. Option to add the legs. Down. Lift up. Down. Lift. Keep going. So we won't be here super long. And that is not a lot of information how long it will be. But as you do this, feel the contrasting movement. So you've been working in the sagittal plane, forward. So feel now working the frontal plane, go wide with the hands. Feel your knees draw wide with the lower. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Low in horse legs, weights at your hips, shoulders back. As feel this contrast move with the legs. Toes point out, knees point towards your toes. Hold it 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 2, right knee bends. Ooh. Right knee bends. Biceps, palms face in, this time hammer style. It's down, up, down, up. Broad chest. And again, notice if your torso is coming forward with your weights, brace against that movement. Right knee tracks forward. And again, feel that change. So the right leg is in external rotation, which is different than the lunge and squat pose. So feel right knee forward, right knee back, right knee forward, right knee back. Last 4, 3. Press through the left foot, 2. Last 1. Warrior 2 legs, elbows bend. Press your feet firm into the floor. Optional, lift your right toes up. Extra activation through the arch of the foot. Elbows lift up. Squeeze your elbows in. Elbows lift. Squeeze them in. Last 4, 3. Long spine. 2, 1. Pivot on your back toes. Weights come down. Take a chaturanga or simply press back to down dog. Down dog. Feel into down dog. Press your fingertips into the floor. Send your shoulder blades up your back. Feel grounded in your upper back, long through your low back. Let your head be heavy. Shift forward, high plank pose. You'll feel that pull of your feet like you'll drag them forward. Forearm plank, lower your elbows down. Palms press down or hands interlace together. Reach your heels back. Send your shoulders onto your back. Create the pull with your feet. Feel your front line engage. Now walk your feet in, lift your hips. Bend your knees any amount. Press your chest towards your thighs. Look towards your thumbs. Breathe in, shift your chin forward. Exhale, press chest to thighs. Inhale, shift forward, hips stay high. Exhale, press back. Shift forward. Press back. 2 more, shift forward. Press back. 1 more, shift forward. Press back. Forearm plank. Walk your feet back and hold it. Hold it. Shoulders onto your back, lengthen the back of your neck. So you'll gaze towards your thumbs, reach your heels back, and then create that pull with your feet like you'll drag your feet forward. Hold it. 4. Steady breath. 3. Allow the challenge to build. Last 2. High plank pose on 1. Down dog. Step or jump forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in, extend your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Get a hold of your weights. Rise up to stand. Feet hip width distance. Squats. Toes and knees point forward. As you go, it's down, lift up. Down, lift. Open mouth, exhale. So feel into the quality of your move. Toes and knees forward. Press your feet into the floor. Feel the hinge at your hips, broadness in your chest. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now get low, bend your knees, bend your elbows, triceps. You bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend. Open mouth, exhale. Broad chest. Last 4, focus on the extension. That's 3. Last 2, hold it back. On 1, hold it back. Palms squeeze towards each other. Pulse. Squeeze. 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 Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights to chest. Right foot back. Hinge forward. So now you're on your left leg. Draw your left hip back. Hands down. Palms face the back. Wide back rows this time. It's down, pull up with the elbows. Down, pull up. Down, up. And you could alternate hands. You could lower your right knee. Connect in with how you're moving through it. Feel your elbows draw up and back slightly. So strong in your upper back, broad in your chest. Get long through the back of your neck. It's a slight tuck of your chin, but you're looking down and forward. Last 4, Feel the hinge at your left hip. 3. Last 2. Hold it back. On 1, elbows high, out and in with the hand. So out, in, out, in, out, in. Last 4. That's 3, 2, 1. Weights to chest, lift your torso up, lunges, weights at your side. Go down, up, down, up, down, up. Light grip on the weights. Shoulders back. Feel into the legs. Left knee, left toes point forward. Ground down through the ball mound of your right foot. Option, add the arms. Triceps overhead or at your sides. Bend, extend, bend, extend. Broad chest, ground your shoulder blades down your back. Last 4. That's 3. Last 2, steady gaze. 1, now bend your knees, get low. If you're doing triceps overhead, you hold the bend. If you're doing behind, you hold the extension, pulse it, go. Pulse, pulse, hold the legs, pulse, pulse. Feel the sensation, connect with it right here, right now. Press your feet into the floor. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights to chest, right foot forward. Weights at your sides, feet hip width distance. It's down, lift up, down, up, down, up. Keep going. So now, especially again, right, feel the difference from side to side, especially after holding on your left leg. Ground down into your feet. Feel the hinge at your hips. Spread your toes, shoulders back and down. Weight your hands down with the weight to help ground your upper back. Open mouth as you rise. Take it one at a time. Connecting with it right here, right now. Last 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Now get low, hold it low. Bring your weights together at heart center. Press your weights together. Draw your shoulders back. Breathe. Hover your right foot. Send your right foot back. Lean forward. Reverse fly. So this time, palms face in. It's in. Elbows go wide. Pull it out. In. Elbows go wide. You're going to exhale as you pull your elbows wide. Broad chest. Feel the hinge at your left hip. So left hip goes back. You can take this on your back toes or your back knee. Shoulders back, broad chest. We're creating sensation in your left leg. One breath at a time. Feel into it. Last 4. You got it, you got it. Last 3. Last 2. Hold your elbows out. 1. Hold it out, hold it out. Simply hold. Elbows draw onto your back. Belly strong. Draw your left hip back. Hold 4. Keep breathing. 3. 2. Soften your jaw. 1. Weights to chest. Lift your chest up. Weights to your side. Lunges. You go down. Lift up. Feel into your feet. Down. Up. Down. Up. With or without the triceps. Go. Quality. Quality over quantity. Stay connected to how you're moving. Oftentimes, especially when we've created that muscle fatigue, it gets a little bit slippery to go into like just going through the motions. So connect in with where you feel the sensation, where you can move with intention within that sensation. Last 4. That's 3. Last 2. Last 1. Bend your knees. Elbows overhead, you bend them. If the weights are alongside your body, you extend back. Pulse the hands. Pulse, 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 pulse. Get low in the legs. You got it. Last 4. 3. Keep breathing. 2. 1. Weights to chest. Star legs. Heels in, toes out. Horse. Bend your knees. Rock it out side to side. 4 counts. half flat pulls, arms out, palms face forward. Feel the outward motion of your body. So it's out, elbows squeeze in, straighten your legs. That's 1. Out, pull it in. That's 2. Out, pull it in. That's 3. Out, pull it in. That's 4. Now bend your knees, weights at your hips, hold it, shoulders back. Feel knees, toes tracking outward, and then lift your chest up, shoulders back. Add some depth. Warrior 2, left knee bends. Press to the outside edge of your right foot. Left knee, left toes point towards the top edge of your mat. Biceps, hammer style, palms in. It's down, curl, down, curl, down, curl. Open mouth, exhale. Brace against the movement of the weight. So if that means if your torso is coming forward, lift away from that movement of the weights. Feel into left knee tracking forward, in, forward, in, forward, in. Press to the outside edge of your right foot. You got it. Light grip on the weights. Last 4, 3, that's 2, 1. Bend your left knee, bend your elbows. Now flip your palms up. We're going to go out and in with the hands. So hands out in front. Cross one hand over the other. Go out with the hands. Other hand crosses on top. Out, in, out, in. Elbows stay pinned into your upper body. Out, in. Last 4. Left knee, left toes point forward. That's 3. Press to the outside edge of your right foot. Last 2. 1. Weights to chest. Pivot on your back toes. Weights down. Chaturanga or skip it. Go straight to down dog. Down dog. Fingertips press down. Shoulder blades ground on your back. Lift your hips up and back. Lengthen your low back. Shift forward, high plank. Forearm plank. Palms down or pants interlace. Reach your heels back. Send your shoulder blades onto your back. Create the pull with your feet like you'll drag your feet forward to fire up your front line. Breathe. Feel your contact points. Elbows, ball mounds of your feet, toes. Walk your feet in, lift your hips high. Head heavy. Bend your knees any amount. Press your chest to your thighs. Send your shoulder blades up your back. Now gaze forward towards your thumbs. Hips will stay high as you move. Shift forward. Chin comes towards your thumbs. Press chest to thighs. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, press chest to thighs. Inhale, forward. Exhale, press. 2 more, forward. Press. 1 more, forward. Press. Forearm plank. Walk your feet back. Feel your contact points. Elbows, shoulders back. Reach your heels back. Create a pull with your feet like you drag your feet forward. Hold it and breathe. 8. Lengthen the back of your neck. 7. 6. 5. Last 4. Soften your face, soften your jaw. 3. Last 2. 1. High plank. Press up. Down dog. And look forward. Step or jump all the way through. Roll onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Pause with your knees hugged in. Press your hips down. Press your upper back down into the floor. Now bring your heels down to the floor. Forward of your hips. Lift up your toes. Spread your toes wide. So feel that action in your feet. Toes and knees point straight up. Hands behind your head. Elbows wide. Press your head into your hands. Send your shoulder blade onto your back. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift. Head, neck, and chest. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep going. Feel as if you're being lifted from the center of your chest. Dig your heels into the floor. Spread your toes so feet are active. And then create a pull so you dig your heels in, and then it's like you'll drag your heels towards your seat. Feel the back line of your legs fire up. Last 4. That's 3. Last 2. Press your head into your hands. Hold it up on 1. Hold it up. Now lift your knees. So knees stack over your hips. Spread your toes. Feet still active. Breathe in. Exhale, twist right. Left leg goes long. Inhale, come back to center. Spread your toes. Exhale, twist left. Right leg long. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Center. Twist left. Center. Twist right. Center. Twist left. Last 4. 3. That's 2. Last 1. Back to center. Head up. Heels dig into the floor. Toes spread. Knees and toes point up. Hands reach forward. Palms face the ceiling. Pulse it up. Pulse. 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 Allow the sensation in your front line to build. Broad chest. Pulse. Pulse. Last 4. 3. Hold it up. In 2. 1. Hold it up. Hands behind your head. Press your head into your hands so your head has plenty of support and your neck gets some length. Hover your heels off the floor. Hold 4. 3. 2. 1. Heels down, head down. Breathe in. Exhale, lift. Full range. Lower it down. Lift it up. Down. Up. Spread your toes. Toes point up. Knees point up. Last 4. That's 3. Hold it up in 2. Hold it up on 1. Hold it up. Hands stay where they are. Press your head into your hands. Hold it. Lift like you're being pulled from the center of your chest. Hover your heels. Hold. 4. Last bit of effort. You got it. Hold. 3. 2. 1. Release down. Full body stretch. Toes forward. Fingers back. Inhale. Stretch it out. Open mouth. Exhale. Sigh. Figure 4, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Pull your knee in, stretch your outer right hip. Left foot gets heavy, hold it still, or rock side to side. Let your legs fall to the left, twist to the right. You can keep your legs in the figure 4 position. You could eagle up your legs, or you could simply allow your legs to fall to the left. Let your breath go easy. Notice where you can soften in, move away from the effort. Switch sides. Left ankle over right thigh. Pull your knee in, stretch your outer left hip. Right foot heavy, hold it still, or rock it side to side. Release the space between your eyebrows. It's a big contrast from effort away from effort. Let's notice where you're still holding on. Legs to the right, so you're twisting left. And again, any leg variation, you can keep your legs sort of in this figure 4 position. You could cross your left leg all the way over your right, or you could simply touch your knees together and drop them to the right. Draw to center. Squeeze your knees in. Extend your legs out long. Hold it 3 breaths. Palms face up, toes relax open, and allow yourself with each exhale, sink down into the support of the space, into the softening of your body. After the 3rd breath, knees into your chest, rock forward and back. Take a few. And make your way to a tall seat. Hands at heart center, eyes closed or soft gaze. And feel grounded down through your seat, whatever's touching the floor, and lift up away from that. Acknowledge your practice, intention, or dedication. With your thumbs to the center of your forehead, honor the light and teacher in all things and in all experiences. Namaste.